join me in welcoming the esteemed faculty of Santa Rosa Junior College. And now entering the field, please join me in welcoming the 2024 class of Santa Rosa Junior College. Oh, you're talking about Tawan. Sorry. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem, sung by soloist Rada Romero. Where's the flag? Flag is back there. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning, graduates and honored guests. My name is Dr. Angelica Garcia, and I have the honor and privilege to serve as the 6th Superintendent President of Santa Rosa Junior College. Welcome to the 105th graduation ceremony. Buenos días, graduados, familia, invitados. Mi nombre es doctora Angélica García y tengo el honor de servir como la 6ª presidente de Santa Rosa Junior College, la primera mujer y la primera latina. I would like to begin with our land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that we gather at Santa Rosa Junior College on the territorial traditional land of the Pomo people in Santa Rosa and the Coast Miwok people in Petaluma, past and present, and honor with gratitude the land itself and the people who have stewarded it throughout the generations. Please join me in welcoming the special guests on the stage this morning, and hold your applause for the end. Joining me this morning is Board President Ezra Shaban, Vice President Dr. Michael Valdovinos, Caroline Bañuelos, Dorothy Battenfeld, Maggie Fishman, Terry Lindley, Doctora Mariana Martinez, Student Trustee Logan Warren, Commencement Speaker Senator Mike McGuire, Student Speaker Daniela Orozco, Academic Senate President Nancy Persons, Classified Senate President Debbie Weatherly, Student Government Assembly President DeJuan Brumbridge, members of the Santa Rosa Junior College leadership team, including Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Robert Holcomb, Vice President of Finance and Administrative Services, Kate Jolly, Vice President of Student Services, Dr. Molly Senecal, Last and certainly not least, our sign language interpreters, Mary Nelson and Tad Cohen. Please join me in giving them a round of applause and welcome. As educators, we do not do this work alone. I also want to acknowledge the many faculty, classified professionals, and administrators in attendance today. Please stand or wave from where you sit or throughout the field here so that we can honor the time and energy you have generously provided to celebrate and help our graduates reach this point in their educational journey. On behalf of these esteemed faculty, classified professionals, and administrators, I congratulate each of you for the life-changing accomplishment you have achieved. Now, before we go into continued welcome remarks, one of the other aspects of our college are our colleagues who work behind the scenes to make this possible. So if I could please have the loudest thank you to our folks from media services, buildings and grounds, our custodial team, our commencement. Thank you so much for your work and your labor. Now, graduates, today marks a significant milestone in your journey, one that is not only a celebration of your academic achievements, but also a recognition of your potential to shape the world around you and the immense power you hold as engaged citizens in our society. Civic engagement is a fundamental cornerstone of our democracy. It is the collective voice of the people, the driving force behind progress, and the catalyst for change. And the heart of civic engagement lies in the power of voting. When you cast your ballot, you are not just marking a piece of paper. You are shaping the future of our community. You are participating in a process that has the power to determine the course of history, to uphold the values we hold dear, and to ensure that the voices of all citizens are heard. Your role as engaged citizens is more critical than ever when we look across our country and see that voting is discouraged, suppressed, or challenged. I recognize that many among us, despite their strong desire to participate, are unable to vote due to the systemic barriers and complex processes that are in place. This reality underscores the importance of advocating for a more inclusive and equitable civic system where every voice can be heard and every individual can exercise their right to vote. It reflects our commitment to the principles of democracy, equity, justice, and freedom. It requires us to listen to diverse perspectives, to engage in respectful dialogue, and to work towards common goals. In a year where the importance of exercising your vote has never been more critical, I urge each of you to take your place and make your voice heard. Whether you are passionate about social justice, environmental sustainability, or economic equality, your vote is your voice and it has the power to make a difference. As I look out on this field, As I look out on this field, I see a brilliant diversity of scholars and activists and artists and healers. You are the inaugural class for me at Santa Rosa Junior College, and that title of first has a special meaning. Maybe you are the first in your family to attend college, the first to enter a professional field, or the first to master a new language. Remember, it is not just about a personal accomplishment, it is about paving the way for others to follow. It is about shattering stereotypes, using your platform to lift others up, and creating opportunities for those who come after you. I am a first-generation college student and the only person in my family extended family to hold a doctorate. And I know I will not be the last. I am also the first female, Latina, and out superintendent president of Santa Rosa Junior College, and I know I will not be the last. Being the first also comes with its own set of challenges and responsibilities. It requires the courage to step into the unknown, resilience to overcome setbacks, and the humility to recognize that you are not alone on this journey. Graduates, please give all of these beautiful people around and those watching on stream a round of applause for the ways in which they have supported you. You have stood on their shoulders, they believed in you, and they cheered you on every step of the way. Some of you have experienced support from family, whether it be blood family or chosen family, and from those who have come to your aid and who have come to celebrate you today. You are not alone. For those of you who are second, third, fourth generation SRJC student family, you too are an integral part of the fabric of this institution and this community. You are part of the deep roots that have the power to restore, heal, and support future generations. Sonoma County is more resilient, innovative, and responsive because of the deep roots of our community. You all are holding us accountable to that. So while you may remember that someone in your family was the first to graduate, the first to vote, the first to learn a new skill, the first to come to this country, they have paved the way for you to build upon their successes. So you are a part now, community of collection of learners and leaders. You're an example. You're an example of the evolution of critical thought, of brilliance, of brain power, and of heart power. I urge you to always choose to be the best version of yourself. I wish I could celebrate each individual first with every member of our graduating class, but no one wants to sit here for that many hours. I do, however, want to highlight one of the many firsts among the class of 2024. Today, we have the first student to graduate with an associate's degree while in juvenile hall, Josie Mendez. Josie chose to enroll at SRJC while incarcerated in juvenile hall and discovered her own potential to thrive. She will attend a 4-year university to pursue computer science degree. Through the support of her SRJC counselors, faculty, and second chance peers, Josie will be the first, but certainly not the last. I also want to celebrate 2 of today's graduates who have relatives who work at SRJC, including Rory Hinkle, grandson of SRJC trustee Dorothy Battenfeld, and graduate Grace Moore, daughter of Patrice Moore, admissions and records evaluation specialist. El perseguir una educación es la marca de una sociedad que puede avanzar en comunidad. Muchos de nuestras familias han cruzado fronteras que nos desafían y que quieren quitar nuestro valor. Estos graduados han superado y han cambiado nuestra trayectoria. Nuestros descendientes tendrán más oportunidad porque estos graduados han logrado sus metas. As you embark on the next chapter of your lives, I urge you to carry the spirit of being the first with you wherever you go and embrace your role as community members. Recognize the power that you hold as holders of ancestral knowledge, cultures, traditions. Your voice matters, your actions matter, and your impact will shape our community for generations to come. As a moment of personal privilege, I want to share that while all of your family is here celebrating you, I would not be here if it would not have been for the efforts and the sacrifices of my mom. So joining via live stream is my mom, Angelina Cabrera Garcia. Mommy, I'm so grateful to you. Thank you. So in closing, felicidades en sus logros. Congratulations on your achievements. We are SRJC proud por vida. I would now like to introduce SRJC Board of Trustees President Ezra Shaban to introduce our student speaker.
All right, one more round of applause for Dr. Garcia. She is a champion of equity and opportunity, and the most important decision I've ever gonna make as on the board was hiring her.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, graduates, family, and SRJC community. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations to our graduates on your achievements. And thanks to the loved ones, faculty, and staff who provided support and guidance along the way. It wasn't easy to get here, and you should be proud of yourself today and proud of what it means for every day that follows as you continue on your journey to realize your dreams. I hear all the time from people who had pivotal, even transformational experiences at the JC, from arts to business to skilled trades, healthcare, public service, and more. In fact, you'll hear a little bit later from Senate President Pro Tem Mike McGuire, an SRJC alum who exemplifies leadership and public service more than anyone I've ever known. And now, even as you continue writing your own story, you join that legacy, one stretching back over a century of SRJC alumni bettering their lives and our world. I know along the way you'll use what you learned at Santa Rosa Junior College to fulfill your goals, benefit your families, and support your communities. I have the great honor of introducing our student speaker. Daniela Orozco is a first-generation college student majoring in studio arts. She's transferring to San Jose State University for the animation and illustration program this fall. Daniela aspires to work in video game and cartoon development to create worlds like she used to dream of being a part of as a child. She looks forward to one day sitting with her family and watching her own cartoons on the screen, and I look forward to viewing them too. Please join me in welcoming our amazing student speaker, Daniela Orozco.
Pardon me for my nervousness. Good morning, friends, family, faculty members, and my fellow graduates of 2024. My name is Daniela Naidelin Orozco Ramirez, and I have the prestigious honor of standing before you and delivering this speech. Buenos días a todos. Es un honor estar presente para dirigir este saludo a los asistentes de este evento. Like many of you, I've been preparing for this moment when I received my diploma and continue forward in my life to chase those dreams I had as a kid. As a first-generation student, I didn't know where to start my journey. In my family, it was unheard of for anyone to get past even middle school, so to reach this moment in my education was monumental. Not only that, but the weight of my family's hopes and aspirations were on my shoulders to move forward and push through, to show the world I was more than what they thought. Mi mamá siempre me decía que en esta vida uno tiene que luchar y echarle ganas para llegar a nuestros sueños. Con los ánimos de mis padres, decidí asistir a esta escuela para obtener un futuro mejor de lo que ellos tenían. My parents never received the opportunity to attend school or dream of a future outside of the vineyard fields. They left their lives behind to make a new one so that one day I could achieve the dreams that they couldn't. My parents paved the path for me to walk on, so I wouldn't have to withstand the smoldering heat of the sun, the long hours in the fields, and the smell of pesticides in the air. Now that's a lot on someone's shoulders, and I know I'm not the only one that went into their education with expectations from others. Our journey has been far from easy. We have all gone through our different struggles to get here. I had times when I doubted myself and my capabilities during those long nights studying for an exam or doing homework. It would remind me of when I was younger, when people would say I wouldn't amount to much, and that drove me to show them I was more than their expectations. I know that many of us have heard that. At some point that we weren't gonna make it. Why do we bother? Why don't you give up? As I stand here, I know I was more than they could have ever imagined. Their words may be engraved in my memory as a reminder of who they thought I was. But looking at myself and everyone here today, know that we are so much more than they could have ever imagined. We persevered. We pushed through the late nights of studying, the financial struggles, and the occasional feelings of imposter syndrome. We defied their expectations. Mi mamá siempre me daba su soporte y me decía que creía en que yo me iba a convertir en algo increíble. Gracias a mis padres, pude levantarme de todos los momentos difíciles y cuando caí, ellos me levantaron. Me dieron inspiración y las ganas de luchar y seguir adelante. My mom told me that her dream for me was for me to follow mine. That is why I am the major I am. I'm proudly a studio arts major. I'm fulfilling my mom's dream. My dad's dream for me was for me to be happy. I can tell you right now, I am the happiest I've ever been. I am fulfilling my dad's dream. Soy hija de inmigrantes y ese es mi orgullo. Me he convertido en un símbolo que sí se puede. Quiero que sepan que no estoy aquí simplemente por mis logros, pero gracias a las manos calosas de mi papá y su sueño de algo mejor. Estoy aquí gracias a los sueños de niña de mi mamá de ir a la escuela para ser abogada. Este diploma es para ustedes. Como inmigrantes hicieron tantos sacrificios para que yo pudiera lograr mis sueños. As I complete their dreams, I begin to create my own for the future, and a new path has started. I didn't walk this journey alone. Along the way, I found allies in my teachers and mentors and peers. To push forward, dream big, defy expectations, and never settle for anything less than my best. Their guidance and support were invaluable, and I am forever grateful for the role they played in shaping the person I am today. You came into the school, perhaps not knowing where you would go, who you would meet, or what you would achieve. Along the way, you found your passion and chose the path that you would walk on. We have become the future artists and creatives, the future doctors and writers, the future engineers and entrepreneurs. The world is in our hands. Our dreams are closer than ever before, and all your hard work has led to this moment. Today marks a new beginning for all of us. Through the sacrifices and challenges we faced, we have surpassed every obstacle and have achieved a momentous milestone. Each one of us is walking a separate pace towards our goal and dreams. Our lives have intersected in this moment, but tomorrow you're gonna branch off on your own path. I want you to know, no matter how long it takes or what obstacles you face, you can do it. We have all made it this far, and there's more to come. No matter if you're transferring or entering the workforce, be proud of your achievements and know you're on the right path. From here on out, we have carved our way out of struggles and achieved this moment. Continue the path you're on and continue to dream because your dreams will defy expectations. Congratulations, class of 2024. We did it.
Let's get a picture for your family. Okay. Pretend no one else is here. Okay. I would now like to introduce the SRJC Concert Choir, conducted by Jody Beneke. This is Jody's last commencement as she is retiring from SRJC after 18 years of service. Thank you so very much for that lovely performance. It is now my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce to you our commencement speaker and SRJC alumnus, Senator Mike McGuire. Senator McGuire was elected to the California State Senate in 2014 to represent the 2nd District, Senate District, which stretches from the Golden Gate Bridge all the way to the Oregon border. He was re-elected in 2018 and again in 2022, when he became the majority leader and now serves as President pro tempore of the Senate. Senator McGuire served on his local school board, city council, and board of supervisors before being elected to the Senate. And most importantly, he got his start right here at SRJC. And while he has incredible professional accolades, the piece that I want to share as a newcomer to this community, Senator Mike McGuire has been an amazing welcome, showing what it means to show up for community with our entire selves, including our family and our little ones and our children. And for that, I will be eternally grateful. So please join me in welcoming our fellow Bear Cub, Senator Mike McGuire.
Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Good morning.
Good morning.
How the heck is everybody doing? I think we need to give it up for the class of 2024. Let me hear you, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. First and foremost, I want to say how excited I am. How excited I am and grateful to be with you, your family, your friends on this incredible day. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be able to be with you on this special occasion. You know, this is the 105th commencement ceremony at the Santa Rosa Junior College. So that means 104 times before, other graduates, including myself, have sat in those seats, celebrating accomplishments, thinking about futures, and wondering when the hell the speeches were going to stop. So, I'll be honest, I promise you, I don't have the shortest speech in the last 105 years, but it's pretty dang close. I do want to take a moment to be able to recognize some distinguished individuals from the college. I think we need to give it up loud and proud to our college president, Dr. Garcia. Everybody, let me hear you. We need to say a welcome and a good morning to President Shaban and the hardworking members of the Board of Trustees. Let me hear you, SRJC. We want to say thank you to the dedicated faculty and staff of the SRJC. Let's give them a round of applause. We have our president here and the associate student leaders. Let me hear you give them a round of applause, please. You know, the Santa Rosa Junior College, it's one of the highest rated community colleges in all of America. And since 1918, this campus has provided opportunity for 1 million Californians. An opportunity to be able to accomplish academic dreams, to kickstart a new career, and to be able to change one's life. And like I said, that included me. You know, I worked full-time going through the JC, helping my mom pay the bills. And coming to the JC provided me a second chance because I struggled academically so much in high school. And here's what I know about the JC. No matter if you first came to the Santa Rosa Junior College as a recent high school graduate or someone who was looking for new opportunities in a new career, I hope that you feel the same pride that I do walking under the storied oaks in search of new knowledge, in search of new training, and in hopes of a brighter future. And I know that at some level, all of us have stories of struggle we've been able to overcome. And mine started when I was young. I grew up with a story like millions of kids in California and so many of the class of 2024. I was a kid from a broken home, coming from a rural part of this county, proudly raised by a divorced working mom, and proudly raised by my grandma. And these two amazing women gave everything they had to be able to put food on the table and a roof over our head. I worked on my grandma's farm, slinging dirt and making sure that we got the harvest in on time. And like many kids, I struggled in school. And it's because of dedicated teachers who truly believed in me. In my time here at the SRJC, that I've been able to accomplish what I have. But most of all, despite tough times growing up, it's because of the two amazing women in my life, my mom and my grandma, who've always looked to the future and instilled a way to be able to live life. We got to always fight to make sure that our best days are ahead. And this simple but bold way to live is what the Spirit of California is all about. Here in California, no matter your background, no matter your skin color, who you are or who you love, and how you identify, here in the Golden State, and I hope you're with me, class of 2024, here in the Golden State, we know that everyone can do great things. Are you ready to go, SRJC? But let's be clear. We know that we still have to fight, because there are those who want to take us back to the past and cloud the path that you're all forging to a bright and better future. If I can, I want to take a minute to be able to mention another commencement speech, and you've probably heard about it. It was recently given by Harrison Butker. He's the kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's how I feel. I'm with you. Hot damn. Now, I got to tell you, I got a couple of beefs against Harrison. Number one, he helped keep the 49ers from winning the Super Bowl. He kicked 4 field goals at the big game. But here's my real outrage. The real reason why I think that those words that he gave were damning. In his commencement speech, he basically told women graduates, that's a diabolical plot for them to have any career except wife and mother, essentially telling women graduates that their place is in the home. And as someone raised by two amazing women who worked their entire life to make sure that our family was successful, I'm a firm believer, and I hope you're with me, I'm a firm believer that the days of men making the decisions for women in the United States is over. Are you ready to go? Because here in California, we believe that a woman's place is where she chooses to go. Are you ready to go, 2024? Here in California, that's why we fought so incredibly hard to be able to pass the strongest equal pay laws in the nation, where it is now illegal to pay a man more than a woman, and it's about damn time. Here in California, we've raised the wages. We have raised the wages of the lowest paid workers in this state, because we know the vast majority of low-wage workers are women and women of color. And it's why we fight every day in the Golden State for every worker to ensure that they have a right to sick time, they have a right to maternity leave. And we need to say thank you to the voters of this state, because they stood strong for women, and now access to reproductive health care is a constitutional right here in the Golden State. Are you ready to go, 2024? So here's the deal. With you all at the helm as a graduating class of 2024, here in California, I know that our best days are still ahead. Today isn't just about getting a diploma. It's about starting a new chapter in life. It's about creating your own path and overcoming stories of struggle. And so many of you have stepped up to do just that. And I want to acknowledge a graduate, Conchis Redanzo. Conchi, can you please stand up? Stand up. Conchi is an American success story. She has amazing drive and a compassionate heart. You know, she moved to the United States from Mexico in 2011. And like so many before her, she was in search of a better life. But not just for her. She was in search of a better life for her 2 kids. You know, when she arrived here in the United States, she didn't speak any English. But she came to the SRJC to do just that. And she has never looked back. And now, thanks to the amazing education she has received from this amazing college, she proudly helps her 14-year-old. She proudly helps her 16-year-old do their homework every night, and she's proud to show her kids what they can do when they set their minds to it. And ladies and gentlemen, while at the SRJC, she has also co-founded ESL Moves. It's an organization that's going to empower students who speak English as a second language to ensure that they have the tools they need to succeed and thrive. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what California is all about. Let's give her a round of applause. She'll be graduating here today. And there are so many. Conchi, I'm going to start crying. You're crying, I'm crying. There are so many stories of success. Each of you have a story of overcoming struggle. Like Brittany Talbot, who's achieved national recognition as an honors student. Guinevere Nelson and Logan Whithouse, who has founded the new Student Theater Production Club, and despite long odds, had an amazing, amazing show, Much Ado About Nothing. And then we also have Megan Shinhouse, who is the California Community College Kinesiology Student of the Year. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, there are hundreds of graduates here today, each with unique backgrounds, unique paths to success and purposes in life. And right now, you are who the world needs. You are who we need to be able to push aside tired old excuses, create innovative solutions to address our state, our nation, and our world's most pressing challenges. You are our light of hope. And here is my core belief. The highest calling in life for all of us is to be able to help others, to fight for those who can't fight for themselves, to be able to work together no matter what your political belief may be, because working together is the only way we're going to make progress stick in the United States of America. And despite our challenges, and yeah, we got some challenges, I'm firm in the belief that our best days are still ahead because of each and every one of you. And I'm going to end it right here with this. Now is the time. Now is the time to be able to carry on your incredible work, to be able to expand your fight, to be able to expand your efforts, to push forward progress for our community and our nation. You know, California community colleges are the backbone of the California State University education system. They provide amazing graduates. They provide a skilled workforce that makes California economy the #1 in America. And I am so excited to think of the future. And I'm comforted to know that you and your peers are going to be able to cross this stage, and the best days are still ahead. You are the beacon of progress, and I know because of you, your hard work, your grit, your grace, are you ready to go? The best days are still ahead. I want to hear you loud and proud. On behalf of the California State Senate, congratulations. God bless you. God bless the Golden State, and long live, let me hear you, long live the class of 2024. Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That was amazing. And I must say, as I saw Conchi's stand up, I was thinking of a Tejana artist, musician, otherwise known as Selena, who said, "Me siento, pero muy excited." So I'm excited for this commencement, and it's my pleasure to introduce our Academic Senate President, Nancy Persons.
Good morning, students and soon-to-be graduates. How far you have come. In the midst of firestorms, pandemics, other assorted events, you decided to come to college to achieve something. Now's the time to take a moment to think about the person you were when you took that first step toward where you are now, and where are you headed from here? Today we're here to celebrate a great achievement, and your instructors and others are here to acknowledge your accomplishments. We've watched you evolve. We have grown along with you thanks to what you contributed in our classes, in research appointments, on athletic training tables, and in academic counseling sessions. Think back to when you first started here at SRJC. What were your hopes, your plans, your aspirations? What were you expecting to learn, to experience? Did you have doubts? What kind of advice did you give yourself at that time? Our lives are a series of completions and becomings with a brief space between the moment of completion and the beginning of a new journey, much like the short gap that takes place between inhaling and exhaling. We're here together to acknowledge this moment between what you have achieved and what will come next. Think back for a moment to how you felt when you registered for the first class that began the journey bringing you to this point. Back then, you were creating your future. In this space now, stop and consider what it took you to achieve this goal. Late nights studying, early mornings memorizing and applying formulas, learning new vocabulary, practicing CRISPR or welding techniques, reading case studies, all while holding down jobs, caring for your family, maybe forgoing an active social life or any social life at all. As your instructors, we faculty travel on this journey of learning and discovery with you. We repeat this cycle of completion and becoming with each new class we teach, with every student we counsel and guide through the learning process. Although we repeat this cycle regularly, the experience is unique every time, and that is because of each of you and what you as individuals with your own lived experiences share in the classroom and in your learning process. Where did you think you were going to be today, 2, 4, 6 years ago, when the process of becoming the person you are today began? How are you different now from that person you were back then? Has your understanding of the world changed during this time? Did you change your mind about what you wanted to become? What's different now? It's important to reflect on these things because the more we experience moments of completion and new instances of becoming, realize there is more than one way of being in this world, more than one way to see our situations with multiple possibilities for our lives. Where do you think you're going to be 5 years from now? What will you be doing? What kind of person do you hope to be and to become? What advice would you give yourself today as you take your next steps? Maybe you'll return here to be one of our instructors. Several of them are our own SRJC graduates. You may find yourself performing on a Broadway stage, opening your own small business, or working as an advocate for social justice. As an alumnus or alumna of SRJC, you might wind up being president of the California State Senate. It's not always clear right away what will become of what we just completed. As you begin this new phase of becoming, what will you carry with you from what you've learned here? How are you going to use this? Many years ago, when I decided to go to graduate school and study German literature, my father literally moaned and asked me if I wasn't sure an MBA would be a better idea. I know why he was concerned. After all, what good could such a degree do me? Now, years later, I can say that I regularly experience instances where I realize that what I learned from studying literature and its historical context helps me make sense of the world I live in today. What I learned then helps me problem solve now. I've got an understanding of the implications of censorship, oppression, and the dehumanization of individuals. My studies helped me learn how to appreciate multiple sides of an argument and how artistic expression serves as a window into the lives of others. My studies brought me to this moment. Today, you will have certificates and degrees confirmed upon you that you worked long and hard to complete. As you move forward into your future, what will you do with what you've learned? You must be vigilant, always thinking in new situations about what you've learned here, what tools you now have to help you find your way. A California community college degree is supposed to introduce you to worlds beyond your own and provide you with new skills to be a contributor to our community. How will you give back to the community from what you've gained while here? Think back now to that person you were a few years ago again. In this brief moment between completion of your college goals and the beginning of a new phase of becoming, what advice do you want to give yourself? As I turn things back over to Dr. Garcia, I challenge you all to ask yourselves, what do you want to see from yourself in the next years? What have you learned, and how will you use that to the good of our community? Dr. Garcia, would you please join me? Graduates, would you please stand and remain standing. Graduates, I can't tell you what a thrill it is to have the honor for the first time of presenting a graduating class. You candidates who, in the judgment of the faculty, have successfully met the graduation requirements for the Associate in Arts degree or the Associate in Science degree. Dr. Garcia, I present to you the candidates.
Great, yes.
This is where you get to applaud for yourselves. Thank you, Nancy. Candidates, by the authority vested in me by the State of California, as directed by the Sonoma County Junior College District Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associate in Arts or Associate in Science with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Would the graduates please be seated? I was trying to give room for applause. Would the graduates please be seated? Reading the names of the graduates this morning are Laura Larque, Faculty, Social Sciences, and Lorena Ramirez de Hernandez, Admissions and Records Specialist, Petaluma Campus. Vice President of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Michael Valdovinos, and I will be presenting the diplomas this morning.
Yeah, we're just gonna let him do it, okay.
We're gonna get behind
Why
that
not?
line.
She has to do the whole thing.
So let's follow you. Yes.
Ya está, ¿no? Start immediately, right? We start immediately, right? Yes. Are we ready? Okay. Yeah? Andrea Weber, Business Administration 2.0, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Rada Sonrisa Romero, Music, Vocal. Jordan Richard Benson, Elog, Music, Vocal. Brianna Sidintov, Administrative Assistant. Olivia Santana, Graphic Design.
Matthew Edward Jakovsky, Chemistry. Marty Bong, Business Administrator 2.0. Tiana Gilman, Art. Michael Guzman, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Manuel Gomez Castro, Communication Studies.
Kaden Dominguez, Digital Media Game Development. Jean Rose Osborne, Art History. Tonya Lewis, Art. Sarah Perez, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Kelly Nicole Abadera, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Daniel Saldaña, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Stephanie Maybe Velázquez, Paralegal Studies. Isaac Daniel Ramirez, Kinesiology. Kayla Cerros, Administration of Justice. Carly Astin, Culinary Arts. Not yet.
No?
Not yet.
Nolan James Henderson, Business Administration. Jennifer Rojas Fonseca, Culinary Arts. Robert Mark Elliott Jr., Natural Sciences. Shayna Renee Reed, Natural Sciences. Daniel Acevedo, Psychology.
Maurilio Castillo, Estudio Arts. Daniela Orozco, Estudio Arts. Logan Thomas Warren, Political Science. Nancy Alice Persons, Spanish.
Okay. Juliana Navarro, Social Work and Human Services, Addiction Studies. Rebecca Sotelo, Administrative Assistant. Makina Andrade, Administration of Justice. Dylan Justice Prius, Psychology. Tate Gerald, Communication Studies. Go.
Francisca Teodore, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Penelope Olivia Dumfrey, Humanities. Fetsam Metzvan Tekle, Communication Studies. Congratulations. Zachary Francisco Henderson Morel, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Lulia Embrai, Business Administration 2.0.
Indrius Adam Pels, Natural Sciences.
Thank you.
Ruby Gonzalez, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Micah Reyes, Economics. Mark Shen, Psychology. Ruben Garcia, Humanities.
Shelby Lynn O'Glynn, Administrative Assistant. Lisbeth Jimenez Rangel, Psychology. Alonso Rodríguez Villalobos, Psychology. Kelly Airili Zamudio, Administration of Justice. Benjamín Alcántar Hernández, Behavioral Sciences.
María Randazzo, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Human Service Advocacy. Carla Naranjo, Human Services Advocacy. No, keep going. Keep going. Tatiana Marcos, Culinary Arts. Sharon Garcia Cabrera, Anthropology, Latin American Studies, Culinary Arts, Social and Behavioral Sciences, and Humanities. Esperanza Rosas, Administrative Assistant Professional.
Flora Ortega, Natural Sciences.
No yet, honey. Go.
Patricia Santiago Reyes, Psychology. Laura Escutia Medina, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Bravo.
Jacqueline Doris, Psychology. Sierra Dan Kulin Rai Ak, Sociology.
Kyle Adam Weathers, Wastewater Treatment Operations. Stephanie Nicole Repeto, Psychology. Shenoa Skyol Mekea Comandador, Computer Studies, Web and Multimedia. Jennifer Clay, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Denise Calvillo Oñate, Business Administration.
Scarlett Lucille Woolsey, Graphic Design.
Oh my God.
Juan Diego Carachea Herrera, Administration of Justice. Patricia Mary Centena Uller, Floral Design. Juan Castañeda Amador, Engineer. Miguel Jiménez, Mathematics.
Kim Schoenberg Burns, Psychology. Thank you. Kendall Ray Knight, Agriculture Business. Robbie Roderick Lewis, Environmental Studies. Sydney Risi Petri, Psychology. Vanessa Zamora, Psychology.
Emily Luna Vargas, Psychology. Isabella Sky Kisho, Anthropology. Clara López Ortiz, Anthropology. Mireya Palacios, Nursing ADN. Sara Bess, Nursing ADN.
Robert Lee Sieber, Nursing ADN. Sandra Magallanes Campos, Nursing ADN. Tiffany Tyndale, Nursing ADN. Brandy Ann Burns, nursing, ADN. Shannon Peters, nursing, ADN.
Jackson Ida Scott, computer studies, web full stack developer. Verónica Saucedo Mendoza, child development. Jasmine Amador Arango, administrator of justice. Christopher Amador Arango, business administration. Victor Cuevas Sanchez, psychology.
Raúl Juárez Góngora, business administration 2.0. Zachary Jonathan Bush, humanities. Caroline Audrey Hampton, natural sciences. Sophia Sloan, natural sciences. Sadie Sloan, political sciences.
Sadie Elizabeth Kane, film studies. Taylor Renee Brogden, psychology. Elisa Catalina Vega, social and behavioral sciences. Olivia Parlato, psychology. Jessica Long, natural sciences.
Samantha Madrigal Lorenzo, psychology. Dorabel Hernandez, sociology. Maya Jones, social and behavioral sciences. Kevin Isaac Merlin Ainley, psychology. Jesus Salazar Montero, film, television, and electronic media.
Rashida Singleton, psychology. Emily Ann Norris, natural science.
Okay.
Diana Lucas Martinez, Diana Yvonne, administration of justice. Hans Park, computer science. Jennifer Welch, human services advocacy.
Emma Hostinger, business administration. Sarai Emily Girón Noriega, social and behavioral sciences. Leslie Valencia Flores, social and behavioral sciences. Grace Alexandra Selvaraj, business administration. Eliana Alice Worley, psychology.
Jennifer Yasmin Fitzmaurice, psychology. Anna Mauer, natural sciences. Rory Hinkle, anthropology. Jocelyn Rodriguez, business administration. Jenny Hagan, digital media game development.
Jeffrey Jaron Perez, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Isabella Ray Frederick, Psychology. Drake Paul Bolt, Music, Jazz Studies. Allison Rose Lemmer, Art. Angela Marie Wilson, Digital Media, Digital Filmmaking.
Brenda Hernandez Reyes, Natural Sciences. Karine Jolie, Pre-Allied Health. No, they're telling me to me. Megan Mariers, Psychology. Isabella Christine Demo, Pre-Allied Health. Beshloy Chufi, Kinesiology.
Joshua Smith, Kinesiology. Angela Butler, Paralegal Studies. Anayansi Briseida Castro, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Emma Catherine Weyand, Natural Sciences. Fernando Salazar Silva, Environmental, Horticulture, Landscape Construction and Maintenance.
Wow. Hannah Tran, Business Administration 2.0. Josué Merlin Solorio, Art. Gabriel Joseph Larson, Biology. Jordan Fields, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Sydney Solis, Early Childhood Education.
Nadeya Signan, Child Development. Angelina Esaiah, Early Childhood Education. Andrea Labrador, Early Childhood Education. Roche Kristen Eleazar, Early Childhood Education. Mariana Barajas, Early Childhood Education.
Kathleen Murray Huddleston, Business Administration 2.0. Alex Climaco, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Catherine Mary McDougall, Paralegal Studies. Thank you. Carlos Gonzalez Bustos, Business Administration 2.0. Jacob Michael Lewis, Natural Sciences. So cute.
Andrew James Onsby, Natural Sciences. Monica Ramirez Luna, Studio Arts. Alia Elizabeth Molina, Fire Technology. Haley O'Connors, Psychology. Heather Grace Louise Hatfield, Psychology.
Joao Victor Assad, Business Administration. Chris Solorzano, Business Administration. Adriana Charity Higadera, Pre-Allied Health. Jocelyn McNair, Environmental Studies. Anna Scaff, Communication Studies.
Mary Christensen, Art. Sofia Vitali, Natural Sciences. Maria de Lourdes Mendez, Interior Design. Isabella Claire Calderon, Fire Technology. Brody Joseph Smith, Business Administration 2.0.
Gerson Giovanni Paniagua Orrego, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Julie Hidalgo, Fitness, Nutrition, and Health. Tiana Chan, English. Maxwell Miriam Edwards, Computer Science. Flor Villanueva Torres, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Susan Swenston, English. Sofia Nies Imad, English. Isabela Maria Luevano, English. Ana Perez, Natural Sciences and Pre-Allied Health. Carla Sonato Alvarez, Natural Science.
Brianna Leaf Kitziker, Pre-Allied Health. Try my best. It's over there. Annalise Rubio McDaniel, Natural Sciences. Jasmine Hader, Pre-Allied Health. Dulce Bramila, Pre-Allied Health. Guadalupe Rivas Gomez, Natural Sciences.
Norma Angelica Perez Ojeda, Administration of Justice. Judith Esmeralda Gutierrez, Sociology. Raúl Chicontecatl Gutierrez Villegas, Administration of Justice. Olivia Michelle Parker, Graphic Design. Vanessa Molina, Spanish.
Jake Shanky, Anthropology. Gabriela Ruiz, Child Development. Angeli Sanchez, Child Development. Elizabeth Trinity Means, English. Brincia Anderson Green, Culinary Arts Restaurant Management.
Angelica Rivera, Social and Behavioral Sciences. April Katrina Mackenzie, Civil Engineering Technology. Emily Lara Garcia, Sociology. Athena Marie Oseguera, Social and Behavioral Sciences. María Jacqueline Gómez Olivares, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Rowan Laili Ferria, English. Ethan Javier Frausto, Natural Sciences. Els Els Fouché, Digital Media, 3D Modeling and Animation. Justin Ryan in Business Administration 2.0. Jasmine Kim Tran, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Jessie Raylene Josette Reynolds, Natural Sciences. Jamie Lorraine Cotter, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Lina Elizabeth Brown, Pre-Allied Health. Cynthia Martinez Alvarez, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Lady Ariana Alvarado Medina, Psychology.
Karen Solano Gomez, Psychology. Estela June Clarkson, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Shannon Emily Medina, Pre-Allied Health. Haley Ann English Albert, Political Science. Julia Melis Samuel, Natural Science.
Kayla Justine Sinkovich, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Danielle Carey Rich, Business, Real Estate. Aria Kate Mochar, Studio Arts. Jimena Moreno Nuño, Psychology. Natalia Hernández Hereda, Psychology.
Emily Quetzal Ibarra, Psychology. Sophie Hamilton Smith, History, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Taylor Alexis Leslie Tayo, Early Childhood. Haley Ashleen Martin, Psychology. Madison Jocelyn Larson, Natural Science.
Milton Tinoco Marin, Mathematics. Mariana Mariana Garcia Ávila, Psychology. Berenice González, Public Health Science. Josie Mendez, Computer Studies, Web Full Stack Developer. Emma Claire Fillet, Natural Sciences.
Bianca Diana Droffin, Psychology. Gina Rose Brickman, Sociology. Christine Elizabeth Lin, Natural Sciences. Gabriela Roldan, Natural Sciences. María de Jesús Rodríguez Gutiérrez, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Alexandra Guller Rogers, Anthropology. Chelsea Anya Powers, Natural Sciences. Nicolena Sorensen, Political Science. Kevin Miller, Philosophy. Javier Ávila Escalona, Business Administration.
Nayeli Calvillo Plancarta, Business Administration 2.0. Vanessa Díaz, Business Administration, Social Behavioral Sciences. Daisy Esmeralda Guevara, Business Administration and Social Behavioral Sciences. Yesenia Tapia Menera, Business Administration and Social Behavioral Sciences. Trinity Faith Salus, Economics.
Ava Burdo, Business Administration 2.0 and Economics. Alexandria Cecile Cairo Velarde, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Gina Onofre Abrego, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Leslie Gonzalez, Business Administration. Julio Zaragoza, Administration of Justice.
Elisa de Anaya, Wine Studies Ethnology. Sabrina Prada, Psychology, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Luisa Tinajero, Business Human Resources Administration. Vanessa Villalobos, Fashion Design. Alexia Prada, Fashion Design.
Sam Nolan, Humanities. Darren O'Leary, Business Administration. Rocco Noria Reed, Natural Sciences. Juliana Marie Lanzarat, Psychology. Madison Ann Moore, Psychology.
Ivana Michelle Santos Hernandez, Sociology. Kimberly Gonzalez, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Jocelyn Magana Calvo, Natural Sciences. Jasmine Kilala Moore, Natural Sciences.
Michael Reed, Natural Sciences. Autumn Rain Hall, Studio Arts.
Pause. Yeah. Trevor Marcus Rivas, Construction Management Fundamental.
Oh, me brinqué. Oh, sorry. Emma Grace Todd Hunter, Art. J. Nicole Kushina, Art. Grace Ellington Marie Moore, Studio Arts.
Luciana Amaya, Paralegal Studies. Dina Calderón, Paralegal Studies. Leslie Rojas Favela, Psychology. Benjamin Taylor, Communication Studies. Alexis Placencia Mata, Automobile Technology.
Sierra Nicole Jacobo, Art. Micaela Lorena Vaquero, Natural Sciences. Julian Grossart, Natural Sciences. Lazar Jakovic, Business Real Estate. Juan Vaquero, Engineering.
Joana Alvarez, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Leila Camimala Vasquez, Business Real Estate. Nadia Marrufo Perez, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Adriana Gil, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Elizabeth Rose Carreño, Pre-Allied Health.
Camille Shai Celestial Darburlos, Art.
Sorry. Shannon Smith, Natural Sciences. Winfrey Michael Williams, Political Science. Kevin Buckley, Digital Film Production. Thomas Locke, Construction Management.
Megan Berger, Administration of Justice. Carlos Torres Rosales, Business Administration 2.0. Christopher Mark Dow, Kinesiology. Gabriel David Avila, Administration of Justice. Isaac Kim, Sociology.
Yeah? Jaylene Harris, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Jackson Smith, Communications.
Para allá.
Sebastian Reyes Cuevas, Natural Sciences. Luis Anthony Garcia, Business Administration. Judith Lopez Montes de Oca, Communication Studies.
Micaela Ann Ganin, Fire Technology. Brianna Elizabeth Livingston, Environmental Studies. Neila Trujillo Molina, Natural Sciences. Lexi Ann Templeton, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Christopher Harvey, Natural Sciences.
Jesus Enrique Suarez, Engineering.
Okay.
Perla Perez, Computer Science. Pei Pan, Engineering.
She dropped something. I don't know which one.
Anne Dang, Computer Science. Amanda Sommer Humphrey, Natural Sciences.
Lion Smith Hammer Roberts, Business Administration 2.0. Diego Robledo, Administration of Justice. Dylan Douglas Phillips, Communication Studies. Owen Molly Oy, Psychology. Ashley Marie Talbot, Early Childhood Education. I forgot that.
Brittany Lee Talbot, Theater Arts. Andreina Isabel Inda Mondragon, Administration of Justice. Shelby Gobel, Administration of Justice. Megan Castellanos, Natural Sciences. Baya Hernandez, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Jocelyn Ortiz Martinez, Natural Sciences. Genevieve Grace Nelson, Theater Arts. Nina Nai Gujen, Theater Arts. Chris Orborne, Theater Arts. Dominique Constantino, Business Administration 2.0.
Brandon Olaya, Administration of Justice. Elise Micaela Martinez, Psychology. Bella Sierra Getman Mitchell, Psychology. Abigail Hatfield, Interior Design. Haruna Matsoka, Kinesiology, Sports Medicine Prep.
Eric Season Pring Jr., Kinesiology, Sport Medicine Preparation. Jailin Tu-Wan, Natural Sciences. Megan Mariti Sindelas, Kinesiology. Jason Milani, Kinesiology. Sandra Aguilar, Humanities.
Bertha Alicia Saucedo, Environmental Studies. Paul Hollingworth, Business Administration 2.0. Jenny Lorenzo Gortinsky, Pre-Allied Health. Maricruz Cortez Buendia, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Itzel Jasmine Vasquez, Psychology. Hi, honey.
Jasmine Alexis Ann Garcia, Administration of Justice. Maritza Alexandria Janeiro, Psychology. Jesus Cornejo Cisneros, Pre-Allied Health. Osvaldo Paniagua, Automotive Technology. Jonathan Aguilar Garcia, Automotive Technology.
Brianna Hernandez, Political Science. Christopher Anthony Lemons, Computer Studies, Game Development. Samuel Reyes, Sociology. Yvette Lopez, Fitness, Nutrition, and Health. Claire Elizabeth Carlson, History.
Mariana Albor Villagomez, Humanities. Yulisa Itzel Moreno, Medical Assistant, Administrativa and Clinical. Fátima Fabiola Sarco Gómez, English. Angela Valencia, Social Behavioral Sciences. Ángel Díaz Trenadov, Natural Sciences.
Dana Ann Brisotol, Mathematics. Dana Jane Brisotol, Mathematics and Art. Isabella Vasquez, Humanities. Isaiah Carter, Communication Studies. Betsaida Padilla, Humanities.
Isabela Lisette Sandoval, Spanish. Susana Lanter, Psychology. Angelina Serafina Layol, Natural Sciences. Alina Santamaria, Biology. Abigail Sabater, Kinesiology.
Alexis Kathleen Donahue, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Nate Serrano, Administration of Justice. Rudy Alon Oliva, Political Science. Lucia Mendoza, Spanish. Akieva Reyes, Business Real Estate.
Cadence Follensby, Pharmacy Technician. Guadalupe Garcia Hernandez, pharmacy technician. Gabriela A. Camara, culinary arts. Poppy Maureen Carter, paralegal studies. Amelia Jean Bass, paralegal studies.
Lorena Yanira Miranda, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Ryan William Davidson, Business Administration 2.0.
Espera.
Madison Dietz, Interior Design. Jonathan Kangson Jr., Journalism. Jessica Martinez Reyes, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Maritza Cristina Soya, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Elisea Janai Dietrich, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Melissa Gomez, Administration of Justice. Joel Johnson, Digital Media Audio. Citlali Smith, Social, Behavioral, and Sciences.
Teata Liebenberg, Anthropology. Beisara Bermejo, Social and Behavioral Sciences, Humanities. Eric Oakes, Civil Engineering Technology. Charles Cabanero, Medical Assisting, Administrative and Clinical. Aiden Brown, Computer Studies, Web Full Stack Developer.
Colise Rochelle Daniels Woods, Business Administration. Giovanni Sorillon Chantabong, Wine Studies, Wine Hospitality and Direct Marketing. Jessica Ferris, Psychology. Robel Laul Mogues, Psychology. Jane Elizabeth Shannon Fusi, Pre-Allied Health.
Ilse Melanie Avalos Carrillo, Pre-Allied Health. Leslie Gomez, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Juana Vega Ruiz, Floral Design, Business Human Resource Administration. Andrew Ryan Bireol, Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design. Matthew Dean Domingos, Social Work and Human Services.
Marceline Noreli Benz Lee, Social Work and Human Services, Addiction Studies. Ángel Gabriel Morquecho, Psychology. Heidi Alvarez Torres, Psychology. Manuel Alejandro Sabido Guadalupe, Theater Arts. Brandon Orellana, Political Science.
Yesir Ray Sebastian, Natural Sciences. Roger Lua, Digital Media, Digital Filmmaking. Andy Brian Bravo Hernandez, Digital Media, Audio. Christopher Barnett, Natural Sciences. Mariana Johnson Andres, Administration of Justice.
Adonahi Gutierrez Martinez, Psychology, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Pamela Beatriz, Psychology.
Okay.
Eliana Amarar, Psychology. Wendy Javier Chan, Psychology. Bailey Marie, Hospitality.
Jennifer Zapata Vasquez, Business Administration and Social and Behavioral Sciences. Caitlin Puelt, Business Administration. Dakota Jean, Political Science, Social Science. Kimberly Coleman, Anthropology. Denise Karina Camacho Morales, Administration of Justice.
Chris Sauce, Mechanical Engineering. Eric Julian De Leon Gramajo, Psychology. Ryan Forisi, Kinesiology. Andrew Royal, Psychology. Alisa Thomas, Psychology and Social Behavioral Sciences.
Steven Sanchez, Automotive Technology. Evan Leon, Automotive Technology. Caitlin Castellano, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Alaina Tarco, Studio Design. Jasmine Flores Núñez, Studio Arts, Art History, Art Humanities.
Ken Jackie, Computer Science, Digital Media, Game Development. Melissa Ballesteros, Social and Behavioral Science. Andrea Arellano Garcia, 3D Modeling and Animation. Macri Ansures, Psychology. Jorge Contreras, Business Administration.
Eleazar Carrillo, Social Work, Human Services, Addiction Studies. Andrew Hawking, Social Work, Human Services, Addiction Studies. Jesus Morfin, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Isaac Dumonier, Political Science. Ramon Santiago, Civil Engineering.
Kevin Smith, Land Surveying Technology. Sam Weiss Kisig, Theater. Joanna Wildin, Natural Science Humanities, Studio Arts. Jasmine Alawi, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Yay!
Karen Martinez Perea, Social Work Advocacy.
Ángeles Martínez Cortés, Humanities. Noemí Valdivia Ramírez, English. Paloma Quiroz, Sociology and Social and Behavioral Sciences. Melanie De Luna, Natural Sciences. Leslie Rodriguez, Psychology.
Angie Saavedra, Sociology. Marian Wagner, Natural Sciences. Mariana Rojas, Social Behavioral Sciences. Lily Albesfeld, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Anna Dyer, Social Work and Human Services, Addiction Studies. Sorry.
Maximilian Kite, Social Work and Human Services, Addiction Studies. Toba Esbit, Social Work and Human Services, Addiction Studies and Advocacy. Christine Timmons, Social Work, Human Services, Addiction Studies. Foxine Sultan, Addiction Studies, Advocacy, Psychology. Marta Piña, Addiction Studies, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Kemi Dyer, Business Administration, Natural Sciences. America Avilés Torres, Business Administration, Real Estate. Jonathan Lewitz, Fire Science. Anthony Drolet, Business Administration. Alexander Cárdenas, Administration of Justice.
Abel Moya, Instrumental Music. Eduardo Yahir Martínez Cruz, Business Accounting. Massimo Toscani, Administration of Justice. Miguel Flores Domínguez, Business Administration. Kelly Burdens, Computer Science.
Alexandrine Florent, Sociology. Yvonne Figueroa Solorio, Psychology and Social Behavioral Sciences. Zachariah Van Monk, History. Maria Flores Garcia, Business Administration, Economics. Héctor Peña, Natural Sciences.
Araceli Saldaña Antonio, Business Administration. Ashley Dawn Kerger, Paralegal Studies. Esmeralda Palmerín, Spanish. Mónica Esparza, Social and Behavioral Sciences, Native American Studies. Simone Chrisman, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Miriam Sevilla Cervantes, Business Administration.
Thank you.
Liliana Sevilla Cervantes, Administration of Justice. Warren Kent Rhodes, Anthropology. Abby Cornado, Communication Studies. Jessica González Castillo, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Daniela Montano, Viticulture. Jessica Andrade, Sociology. August Nelson, Business Administration. Eli Lurch, Psychology. Devin Aguilera Cornejo, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Samantha Bacon, Psychology. Micaela Valencia, Psychology. Alia Sanchez, Psychology. Sierra Tyler, Business Administration. Tristan Cabrera, Business Administration.
Alison Oakley, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Sierra Wagner, Spanish and Business Administration. Juan Malpartida Rodriguez, Computer Science. Hani Alabadi, Natural Science. Ariana Melo, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Fernanda Guevara, Sociology. Carlos Castillo, Humanities.
Keep going, honey.
Riley Means, Psychology. Carl Frazee, History. Stacy Maybray, Psychology.
Alan Carapia, Computer Science. Ursula Canada, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Vishay BK, Natural Science, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Sophia Holt, Studio Arts. Luam and Sami, Pre-Allied Health.
Amanda Albeno, Humanities. Cynthia Marie Cavallari, Sociology. William McCord, Natural Sciences. Maggie Gondola, Social Behavioral Sciences. Elizabeth Vodka, Engineer.
Anaí García Sánchez, Sociology. Lisbeth Torres, Administration of Justice. Deborah Monique Figueroa Gutierrez, Art History. Jasper Pamatmat, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Anabel Delgado Serrano, Administrative Assistant.
Kaya Tunen, Political Sciences. Daniel Silva, Psychology. Luca Lowenberg, Natural Sciences. Merit D. Gilbertson, Psychology. Gianna Erfe Mejia, Biology.
Grace Bernard, Psychology. Adrian Arango, Psychology. Rizzi Cersei, Biology. Jack Angelo Paul Richards, Psychology. Tan Long, Mathematics.
Francis William Hajon, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Brandon Nickel, Culinary Arts. Taylor Maurice, Social and Behavioral Sciences. Gabriela Sheehan, Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Yeah, no, I have it. I got it. Go.
Ashita Dimbili, Natural Sciences.
Marta Ceja, Spanish.
Oh my God.
Okay.
We did it.
Okay, we can go now, right?
Okay.
I want to see you smile.
I need to find the page. Apparently the wind moved all kinds of things here. Did you all have fun? I had such a good time meeting all of you. Yes. How about we give our graduates a round of applause here? Look at that. We've got our graduate, told her if she gets to be the last one walking, she can have the whole time. I'm good. Thank you. Good. All right. We're just going to give our fellow Bear Cubs sis over there a moment to grab her seat. Yeah. Okay, would you mind? I don't have a cap for that. Okay. All right, here we go. Would the graduates please stand? Okay. So graduates, it is traditional to change the tassel on your mortarboard from the right side to the left side, thus formally signifying graduation. You may do so now. Woo! It is my honor to present the Santa Rosa Junior College class of 2024. I would like to now, we're going to conclude our commencement exercises. I would like to request the audience members to clear the walkways and remain in place for the stage party to lead the faculty and graduates in the traditional commencement recession. Thank you all for joining the 105th annual graduation ceremony. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, faculty, classified professionals, and administrators, we wish the graduates much future success and thank their families and friends for support. All right, let's celebrate these graduates on the way out.